Hi everyone. Just doing a little quick, totally unscripted, unprompted video about my favorite games from Game Boy Showdown 2023. If you don't know what that is, it's this awesome game jam that was organized by Tronimal. It ended yesterday for me when I'm recording this video. As you can see, ended May 21st. I entered and I did win first place. Thank you for everyone who voted. If you want to check out my game, well, I'll put the link in the description. What friends are for, but that is not what this video is about. This video is about the other games that people made that I really liked, because there were so many cool entries that a lot using GB Studio that really surprised me and sort of pushed the boundaries of what GB Studio can do, and some really cool game design. Anyway, here's the second and third entries, both very good games. It was incredibly close, so congratulations to second and third, everyone who placed high, and everyone who submitted a game at all, because it's not easy to make a game. In 7 days, we only had 7 days to make everything in our game, so anyway, let's move on. Let's take a look at the submissions. And I just want to point out my favorite games that I played, and hopefully you'll see one that you like and you can go check it out. I'll have links to all of my favorites in a description. Otherwise, you can just go to the Game Boy Showdown page and look at all of them. I didn't manage to play all the games. I rated 40. I played a little over 40. There are a couple I didn't rate. But these are my favorite games that I actually got to play. So let's start with My Friendly Little Island. This game is awesome. I don't know how to describe it. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let's just check. It's kind of like it's like Animal Crossing meets Metroidvania sort of thing. Um, you start off with no powers, you can't even jump, but you develop a bunch of different powers, and eventually you get to explore this really cool island. Look at how nice this parallax effect is. They just did a really good job of capturing this little like diorama-like world. I just absolutely love it. And you do a bunch of sort of fetch quests and exploration. See, this guy needs a coconut, but I haven't learned to jump yet, so I can't get the coconut. Just imagine that kind of cool fetch quest where you get different powers and abilities. Platforming times a million, because it's quite a long game, like you can see from these screenshots that you get to explore a whole bunch of different areas, and the island develops. It's just really impressive. Game design. I gave this the highest rating in the entire competition, and it got third place, so very well deserved. Anyway, moving on to another game. Let's check out what's it called? Retro Quiz Tower by Ruben Retro. This is a really cute game. I think this is probably the most professional and polished game in the game jam. This looks legit. Let's check it out really quickly. It's basically just a quiz on retro video games. Oh, with a really cool sort of isometric dungeon crawler aesthetic going on. And some really cute graphics, as you can see. But yeah, if you like retro games, I think you'll like this. It's mostly Nintendo facts, some Sega and Capcom and stuff thrown in there. You basically go around the tower competing in quiz battles. Let's have a quick look at one of them. Doesn't it look great? It sounds great too. It's a fish. It's a fish. You basically just answer retro game trivia. So if that's your kind of thing, I think you will enjoy this game a lot because it's very well made. Anyway, that's basically all I want to show for this game. Gotta go play it yourself, answer the questions yourself. Don't cheat by looking at my answers. No, I'm just kidding. And the music is really good, made by BeatScribe, who did the music for my game. What a legend. He did music for multiple games in the jam somehow. And they were all very good. So yeah, like I said, recommend this one. Look at how nice these graphics are. It looks authentic. It really looks authentic. Go check this one out for sure. Next game on my favorites list is Rune Story? It's called Rune Story, but for some reason the logo says Rune Story. And that kind of summarizes this game. To be honest, it wasn't quite finished when it was made for the Jam. The ending was way too hard, so I didn't actually manage to beat it. But apparently there's an update to it, so you can go and check it out now. Spicy Fuse made this. It's like how would I describe it? It's a farming simulator basically. You know, kind of Harvest Moon style. Apparently the combat in this is based on Crystallis. So I suppose it's more like Rune Factory or something like that, isn't it? It's got combat in it. It just has these really nice graphics. I'm gonna make this full screen so the scaling is a little nicer looking. But yeah, the graphics are just very impressive. Especially for a 7-day game jam, everything put together in 7 days. I think it's using existing tile sets. You can see a little bit of stuff lifted from like Zelda here and there. But it just looks nice. The color is very good. To be honest, there aren't really any commercial games that look this nice. There are a few on the Game Boy Color, but the average commercial game doesn't look this good. The colors are not this nice. The contrast is not this nice. Let's go check out the combat too. You can sort of just wander around a village, and then you can leave the village, go and fight monsters, collect collect money, buy more stuff, do farming. It's crazy. This was made in 7 days, so it's not the most polished game in the Jam, but I think it's still miles beyond the average GB Studio release. It's really impressive. Heaps of different areas you can explore, heaps of little things you can buy, stuff you can plant. Where's Raven? When I was playing it, I was trying to romance her. Yeah, there's different characters you can romance as well. It's just it's just crazy. Like the polish graphically, and the music is also original. Really impressive. I want to see more GB Studio games like this in general, not just from jams. I want to see this level of polish and this level of graphics. I want to see this all the time. So I hope as GB Studio develops, we see more games like this. Go play it. It's quite long. The original version was about 3 or 4 hours long, so I'm not sure how long this updated version is. I think it might be a little shorter, but incredible for a game jam. Check it out. Alright, couple more ones that I really want to highlight. This one, Let's Be Friends. Unfortunately, I don't think I can fix the pixel scaling here. Maybe I can. The web emulator's being dodgy, but it looks alright. Yeah, Let's Be Friends. Very funny pun that I happen to use in my game as well, so we're obviously on the same kind of a wavelength. By Howdy Rice Ball. Look, there's a rice ball, how referential. It's one of those fetch quest games. There were a lot of sort of generic fetch quest games in the Jam where, you know, GB Studio is good for making games where you sort of wander around, pick up items, give them to the person who wants them. It's quite easy to do. But it is hard to make that fun, and this game made that fun because, as you can see, it's got a lot of character and charm. It's got a lot of detail. You can wander around all these different environments, and it's this cute bee catching mechanic. Let's see if I can catch a bee here. I'm being railroaded into the tutorial. But you can catch bees and get honey from the bees, and I just thought it was cute. Let's see. Yeah, I can go catch this bee, I think, if I'm lucky. Bee collected. It's just cute. I really recommend checking this out. This is my wholesome game pick. One of the best fetch quest ones. Wait, look, attention to detail. Got told off for not planting the seed because I wanted to show off more of the areas. The music is really good too. Who did the music? Tip Top Tomcat. Very cute music. I rated this one quite highly too. All these ones I'm showing I rated quite highly. I think I gave them 4 or 5 stars on everything. And my final pick for my favorite, not even my favorite, but most interesting or standout games is this one. Friend of the Void by Sleepless Seven. I think this was made by a few people. Yeah, a few people worked on this. BeatScribe did the music. I'm not biased. I didn't even know that BeatScribe did the music until I had played the game. This one, the gameplay is alright, but as you can see, the graphics are incredible. This monochrome look, really, really cool, standout graphics. I mean, look, this is again another game where the graphics are far beyond the quality of the average sort of commercial Game Boy Color release. Um, Really good use of tiles. Like it doesn't look like a tile-based environment. Really cool character graphics. I mean, look at this cat. Cool designs. The story and the gameplay are just yeah, they're pretty good. I did get soft locked once, but it's a game jam. There's gonna be that kind of thing. It plays sort of like a visual novel almost. You go around and talk to these creatures, and I'm skipping through it because you have to go and play for yourself. Yeah, basically, you talk to the creatures, give them the items they want, and if you stuff up, they kill you, which is kind of entertaining. Um, but yeah, as you can see, graphics incredible, and for that reason, it's going on my highlights list. I just like how it looks. It's unique. It stands out so much. So those are my absolute standout games. But let's go back to the submissions page real quick because I don't want to leave all these games just unspoken. I really recommend checking out those five I've mentioned, but if you're in the mood for more, The Pact came second. Fantastic game. Very, very polished again. Um, Only reason it didn't make my top five is because it didn't stand. I didn't have like a wow factor to it. It's very good though. It's very high quality. It was like 0.01 points under my game, which basically means it deserved to win just as much as I did. But let's not get into that. Anyway, what else was great? Days Without, very cool. Elvis is very, very talented at making um, incredibly how would I even put it? I don't know. They're just good experiences. They feel almost commercial. This game felt very. This could definitely have been a genuine Game Boy Color game. Very, very impressive. I'd like to see this game expanded. Not in my top five because it had nothing to do with the theme. The theme of the game jam was friendly, and Resident Evil shooting zombies in the head is not exactly friendly to me. But if you ignore that, incredible game. Um, don't forget to smile. Another standout, actually. Basically, it's like Papers, Please kind of thing, except you're making ice creams. Check that out if you want a cute little narrative, like 10 minutes long, very good. Friendly Curse, also very good. Another fetch quest sort of thing. The graphics and animations in this are incredible as well. But the fetch quest sort of thing, there's a lot of it. So that's why I didn't make my top five. All of these are good. Actually, Musical Notes is really cool. Lunar Lander, really cool port of Lunar Lander, but didn't have anything to do with friendly again. Goosagotchi, very cute. Another wholesome game where you look after a goose. I like that one a lot. Just a lot of cool games. This was cute. Another fetch quest style game. Pongo was another fetch quest, and sort of wholesome fetch quests. Highly recommended as well. Very, very wholesome, very cute. I ended up giving it a very high rating because it was too cute. And these are all the games I played. So that's all I can really comment on. But yeah, I really recommend checking out some of these jam games, including the ones I haven't rated. Let's go check them out. Play them. I know the jam is over, but you couldn't have voted on them anyway unless you submitted a game yourself, so better now than never. Is that how the phrase goes? Might as well play them now. Um, yeah, I am going to be updating my game also. What friends are for. Not 100% happy with some things because I got a lot of feedback. This jam was really good for feedback. I got a lot of feedback, people telling me what I could do better, and a lot of feedback I agreed with. So I am going to polish it up just a little bit and yeah, release that sometime in the next couple weeks. Not really my priority at the moment. But anyway, yeah, please go check out people's games. Go check out the ones I like, the ones I didn't say anything about. And if you want to, you can check out mine as well. I will leave some relevant links in the description. Okay, thank you for watching.